And I'm back. Trying to finish up on this guy's question about Mournblade. So when I got back, we had no drummer. And I promised BD Records another 3-track EP. And we're going to have to do it without Todd. At the time, Todd was playing in a pop rock band. So we got this other guy, I forgot what his name, I think his name was Juan. And he was from a band called The Grayest Days or something like that. He lasted all but one day before he took off. So we went into the studio anyway, me and Rick. And these songs I wrote while I was in Iraq, and I sent them home. And Rick would get the lyrics inside the mail, and he put together 2 guitar tracks for Machines of War and Pray for the Dead. And the 3rd track we were going to use was Hades, an original 1987 track. So when I came back, we didn't have Todd. So in the studios was a guy that was in a band called Ascension. And he was also a former founding member of Five Finger Death Punch, Caleb Bingham. You can hear his stuff on his band Anthanasia. Big shout out goes out to Caleb. Caleb at the time was going to engineer the CD. And he did all the drummings, engineering, and mixing, which was fantastic. Fantastic. And of course, Rick was in there with his guitar. I did my vocals. We did the bass. And I designed the album cover. This is the album cover. See, it's in reverse again. Damn. I don't know why it's doing that. But this is the famous scene from Desert Storm. And here's the back. God, look at that. It's all backwards. It just sucks. So, we did this for BD Records, dedicated to the 160th Infantry Regiment of Operation Iraqi Freedom. Recorded at Nightingale Studios, Burbank. Rick Humphrey guitar, Jeff D, me, and Caleb. So, from 2008, it even has MySpace on it. Wow. 2008. So they made limited copies, 300 of this CD, from going right to BD Records. It was very popular. Todd, on the other hand, was very bent out of shape about it. He got pretty pissed off. And he's saying, what the hell, man? You guys recorded the album without me? What the hell? We said, dude, you're in another band called The Grayest Days. BD Sampler, there was 2 of them. Sampler 1 and Sampler 2. This one has Hades on it from 2008. So, Todd was pretty pissed off. And Caleb, of course, could not play in the band. We couldn't find another drummer, and we had some gigs to do down at the Whiskey Go-Go, the airliner. So, with much negotiation, we managed to get Todd back into the fold, and he was pretty pissed off. He did not want to play anything off that new EP at all. It wasn't like he can learn how to play it anyway. Then we picked up on this guy named Andrew Revo, who wanted to play bass. And we gave him an opportunity to make the 3-piece band into a 4-piece and have him play bass with us. So we went back in the studio, did a lot of practicing, and I was basically just going to do the vocals. A lot of practicing. Conflicting personalities is what happened in the band. There's your guitar solo. From 1917 track from the EP. Rick was a pretty damn good guitarist. I thought Rick was a hell of a guitar player, but Rick was suffering from problems, mental health issues. And finally, we got to go play at the Whiskey Go-Go. We did 2 shows back to back there. Well, we recorded live at the Whiskey A Go-Go CD that we was going to release, and we also did videos. We recorded videos for it. And we made an album out of it, and we sent it in. And, well, I didn't think it was all that great. But this was it. Mournblade live at the Whiskey A Go-Go. And that's Andrew right there. The only album he ever showed up in. Backside. From 2008, VD Records, live at the Whiskey A Go-Go, August 17th, 2008. Metal Storm, Set, Mournblade, Lord of Chaos, Holy War, Mega Lives, and Burning Forest. And we decided to use our stage names. Todd Irish, Rick Auschwitz, Jeff Blackie, and Andrew Rebo. They made 300 of these. 300 of these albums. I've only seen maybe one copy of it ever. And I have probably the only surviving copy that I know of. Here's the back. Believe it or not, a couple of these damn CDs showed up at places like Best Buy and stuff like that. So, shortly afterwards, roughly did 300 CDs. We had some promo t-shirts. We had some patches. We had some bumper stickers. And roughly about a month after we did the Whiskey A Go-Go shows and the airliner shows, that Todd was fighting with Andrew. Rick was very unhappy. I tried to make something out of the band to try to get some of my investment back. I mean, I invested $30,000 or $40,000 into this bullshit. And Rick said he had enough. He walked away. Andrew said he had enough. Rick and everybody just walked away. They just broke the band up. I was blamed later for the band disintegrating. And Mournblade came to an end. We did the 4 albums / EPs. We did 2 samplers. We did best of volumes, 3 of them. 2 demos. And that was it. In 2008, the band came to an end. And officially came to an end in 2009 when Rick said he had enough. He doesn't want to talk to anybody anymore. And he disappeared, vanished. Haven't heard from him in years, many, many years. Don't even know where he lives. And that's basically what happened. But the band somewhat kind of lives on a little bit because there's been a number of bands that plays some of our songs in their setups. And I was very surprised to hear about it through emails or messages. They said, yeah, man, we play a lot of songs. We played your Mangled Lies in our lineup once. And another guy says we did friggin' Holy War. I was like, oh, sheesh, this is kind of cool. And supposedly 1917 is going to appear on a mainstream album somewhere. Officially or unofficially, I really don't know. It's a rumor, but we'll see what happens with that. So, this is it. Mournblade. Oh, and by the way, Lord of Chaos actually appears on a porno video. Yeah, a porno video called Heavy Metal Hookers. Part 1 or 2 or 3, I don't even know which one, but I saw the porno very briefly, and it did have music in the background, including Lord of Chaos. But I didn't pursue it. I didn't make a big deal about it. So when you go on eBay or Amazon or whatever, you're going to find Mournblade CDs for sale. But unfortunately, it won't be these ones. It'll only be this one. You won't find the EPs. If you find the EPs, hey, great. I would love to re-release these, believe it or not. I tried significantly, wow. I tried for the last couple of years to reform the band in a new version of Mournblade, but can't seem to get anybody interested. And by the way, we're not the UK band, we're the United States thrash metal band. We are, I guess, the second Mournblade. The first one, you know, we get a lot of feedback and a lot of flack from the UK popular Mournblade compared to the thrash metal, heavy metal version. But we don't give a shit. We have our, you know, we have our beliefs, we have our legacies or whatever. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this goes out to Tanger, Six String God. Can you explain all your Mournblade CDs in detail? Also, the second one is Basketball Jones 100. Big fan of underground metal. I'm collecting music from obscure bands. Where can I find your catalog of EPs? The only thing I can say, keep searching. I have not found any other EPs other than the one Mangled Lives. So if anybody's out there to sell them, I'd be very surprised. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, finally this is done. And in the background, you hear the 1993 practice of Tales of Brave Ulysses from the Basement videotape. And that's when Danny was playing bass in the band. And there's Rick with his guitar solo. Wow. Anyway, this is it. Jeff Blackie signing out. Hua.